center.
We'll do a fake talking thing. Hey, yeah. Been eating them Cronuts like crazy.
I love those things.
Hey, everybody!
How's it going?
Welcome to another. What up, New York?
What up?
Woo! Welcome to another episode of Hot Topics. I'm Keith.
I'm Elaine.
And this is a show where basically two rather run-of-the-mill garden variety average Americans just discuss various hot topics happening around the world to the best of their abilities, right, you would say?
Yeah, I would say that this is a show where someone you might meet at a dinner party who may or may not be as educated as you would try to keep up a conversation with you about an event that's happening in the news.
Yeah. Emphasis on probably knows less than you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're pretty humble in that regard.
We're humble. We don't make airs about ourselves.
Yeah.
In that sense, we're very likable, wonderful people.
Yes. Give a shout out to everybody watching on Manhattan Cable on MNN4. Also, the folks who are watching our live web stream, and special shout out to the Rat's Nest.
Oh yeah,
the folks. Nest. Hey, Rat's Nest.
We love you.
Whatever you're going by this week. Hi to you guys. We know, as always, you're not really here for us, although I think we might be getting some traction.
Seemed like we picked up some steam last week. There were some more comments about us last week than there had been in previous weeks.
I'll try not to let it get to my head. I'm reasonably certain that the chat that's going up the screen right now is largely not about us right now.
I think you guys are probably just saying hi to each other.
Yeah. Wally's complaining about people not pronouncing his name right.
Yeah. Although Jack's probably with us.
Hey, Jack. What's going on? I am not Jacob. Who's probably there?
I'm not Jacob. Drella, of course. Drella!
Drella. I don't know if Drella always shows up late, but maybe.
Does she usually show up? Okay, so let's talk about what is the latest from Rat's Nest.
Well, from them. Well, actually, what's been floating around for like the past couple episodes, and particularly Drella has been pounding this one through. But an apparent likeness to me. I've been getting called Rasputin. That's Rasputin right there, and I can see kind of
like Charles Manson.
Yeah. I mean, I can see like how we both have that kind of like the dark kind of sunken eyes.
Oh my
God. I'm yet another person I've been told I look like who has a hairline that I envy. But yeah, I mean, I don't take any offense to that whatsoever. I think he's kind of charming, handsome-looking guy. Oh, what's happening here? What's going on here?
Oh my God! What? You are him? Well, I think you actually are Rasputin.
I don't know. I'm very. Oh God!
Oh my God!
Hey, everybody! Rasputin here. Just reminding you all to separate your recyclables from your garbage. Rah! Rasputin tips. Blah, 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 blah. Hey everyone, Rasputin here. Just a reminder, always dispose of your food leftovers responsibly. You don't want bears coming around. Big, burly bears. Rasputin here.
This is frightening. This is like this weird ghost. And I think Rasputin might have preceded recycling.
Probably.
I think he was the one who like upset the Tsar and his court.
Yeah.
And then started the Russian Revolution.
Yeah.
So that's
maybe with crazy antics like that.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Just getting in Tsar Nicholas's
ear.
ear.
He was like a wizard kind of guy.
Yeah. Like a mystic.
Yeah. But I totally see the resemblance. I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have seen it before.
I didn't see it at first, but yeah, our faces kind of match up.
When you put your faces together like that, I totally see it.
Yeah. So that was right for you, Rat's Nest. That was for you. So we're going to do a brief update on a contest that Elaine and I have, and emphasis on brief because the last time we talked about this, I think we completely lost whatever kind of room we had going. But Elaine and I have a contest going on right now where we're each competing to try to determine who's going to pick the other person's costume for our pre-Halloween Spooktacular, which is coming up at the end of the month. In 2 weeks. And we are halfway through it. This is Elaine and I's largely uneducated Jets-Giants picks. for October. Elaine and I have...
Who's going to beat the Jets and the Giants? So we each predicted which teams would win against the Jets or Giants and which would lose.
So let's see how the Giants did so far, and how we did in our prediction of the Giants in their respective games. And well, we can see that October 6th against the Philadelphia Eagles, we both picked New York to win. That was mighty optimistic of us.
Wow, yeah.
Showing how little we know.
Apparently picking New York to win is optimistic.
Yeah. Particularly this year, because what I've learned is that they're terrible, but we both struck out on that. The following week, I picked New York again, and Elaine picked Chicago.
Bears. Hometown. What?
That put Elaine up 1-0. But let's flip it on over to the Jets side.
Oh, man.
We both picked the Atlanta Falcons. That was the one time we were against New York, and it served us well. The Falcons won, and then the following week, October 13th, my brother's birthday, I picked the Steelers to win.
And I picked the Jets, which apparently don't pick a New York team.
Don't pick a New York
That's our lesson
team.
that we're learning.
Yeah.
But what's too late? We can't go back on any of our picks.
Yeah, can't go back on any of our picks. So we tallied up together, and our score at halftime, Keith 2, Elaine 2. As it's set right now, I think if we both... I think we have to agree that if we tie, we're just going to pick each other's Halloween costumes.
We can't say that we can't just not wear Halloween costumes. We both have to wear Halloween costumes.
Well, I feel like we're going to wear Halloween costumes, but in the event, the question is whether we get to choose our own or the other person is. I
think it would be fun if we still wore the Halloween costumes that the other person has chosen. And I have to say, I chose yours this weekend, and I ran it by a few people, and they liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they thought it was good.
Okay. So I'm kind of okay with someone picking my Halloween costume. I feel like it's too much pressure on me to come up with my own.
I do too. I know you said you picked mine like the first week.
Yeah.
Is it still the same?
It is. I mean, I'm just wondering the feasibility of it because I think you'll have like a couple days notice to do it.
I feel like it's like going to be this huge production. You like productions,
Maybe, yeah. We got to worry about logistics of it. But hey, man, Halloween's once a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not a spooktacular if you don't blow out the spook tactics.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is a spooktacular.
Yeah.
It's one thing we want to be clear. This show is a
spooktacular.
All right.
Not a spectacular.
Yeah,
because
emphasis on the spook.
Yes. So let's move on to these hot topics. Now we have a whole bevy of burning up, simmering, steaming hot topics. Starting off with the first one. What is the first one there? Oh!
Banksy.
Yeah, the Bansky.
I think it's pronounced Banksy.
Oh, sorry. Banksy.
That's like a Jewish delicatessen owner.
Hi, I'm Bansky. or like a...
Banksky would not like graffiti.
Yeah. Bansky would hate it. He'd be out there with a rolling pin just beating people off. Get off my wall, you little bastards! The famed graffiti artist Banksy has been in New York for the past week. Leaving his mark. He's tagged, or I don't say tagged, he's left several pieces of art in various places. He did one in Woodside a couple days ago. He's done stuff in Red Hook.
He did at the 9/11 memorial, I saw. Am I right about this? He did,
What, the Freedom Tower?
Yeah.
He built the Freedom Tower? That's Banksy.
Yeah. Something I think he decorated or whatever made his art in the 9/11 memorial.
I don't know. I can't say that's not true.
But one thing I have to say about Banksy is I've always been very behind on Banksy. Like, I remember one time a few years ago, someone was like, oh, yeah, Banksy. And I was like, he's, that guy. And I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
And I still feel like that now because I really didn't know that he did all that stuff.
A lot of his stuff has just been getting vandalized immediately.
Oh, really? So it's like the vandal being vandalized.
So like the vandal being vandalized, and there are arguments on both sides. Like some people saying like, oh, you shouldn't be destroying a work of art, but from the graffiti artist side, they're like, hey, you put up something on the wall, you're playing by our rules now. It's graffiti. It's graffiti war. Like Omar, the graffiti artist Omar, totally messed up the little heart balloon that he put up in Red Hook. Yeah, spray painted over it and then left an Omar tag right next to it. And some people came out against him. Some people were saying like, hey, Omar's got a right to do that. Yeah. Because, you put stuff up on the wall. Yeah. But yeah, he's been in NYC and it's just been chaos. It's just been chaos.
It's crazy over here.
Chaos. Yeah. It's just crazy up in here.
So speaking of crazy to our next topic, Other nations are now scolding the U.S. for our debt crisis, as you know from last week's episode, and I know you only know this because you watched last week's episode. The U.S. is facing a
turned off your TV and
self-inflicted debt crisis.
Yes.
We might default on our debt.
Lose our AAA
rating,
credit rating,
which is still amazing that we have that.
Yeah, who gives out the AAA credit rating?
I think it's the people who lend to us. I mean, I don't think it actually is, but it's like they. I don't know. It just all seems like made up.
It just seems like this looks like some insurance office. Like, I'm afraid we're gonna have to take away your AAA rating.
It's gonna go down to double.
Yeah, sorry, it's a AA rating.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I guess China's
Saudi Arabia,
like China specifically said like the world economy needs to de-Americanize just because we're just just because the extent to which our politics is intertwined with our economy, particularly with the situation with the government shutdown.
Yep.
That it just looks ugly. It doesn't look like a safe prognosis for us.
So they're saying they shouldn't hinge everything on us. They need to, and I agree.
We're not rock solid.
I totally agree. I think China. Why have you guys been lending to us for so long? That's what I don't get. Do you know what people here spend money on?
Yeah.
People here like buy stuff they don't need. They buy like PlayStations.
Yeah, flat broke. I bought a PlayStation. And like went into further debt, spent money I didn't have on stuff.
Yeah, people being this guy sitting right next to me. Like they buy like cruises to shitty places that you wouldn't want to even vacation in.
Yeah.
You know, and this is who we're lending.
Don't give me AAA credit rating. I'm terrible with my money.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, but hey, you do whatever you want. It's your money.
Yeah. Speaking of your money, Madonna. That was a great segue there.
Was booted.
Madonna, I guess, at a was it in Texas? I know it's a Texas-based.
I believe it was in Texas.
It was in Texas. Texas. So Madonna is at a screening of a movie, 12 Angry Slaves, or.
Is it 12 years of slavery?
12 years of slavery.
Our showrunner's trying to help us out, but our showrunner Patrick, but we're hopeless.
12 years a slave.
12 years a slave.
12 years a slave, okay. Anytime it's 12, I just assume it's
12 angry.
12 angry something. 12 angry monkeys. Wow, that sounded terrible. I've had 12 monkeys.
He's referring to the movie 12 Monkeys, like, from a while ago. This is not, oh my God.
Yeah, she got kicked out of a movie theater.
All right, moving on. Yes, because she was texting in her phone, which the movie theater prohibits, because most movie theaters at the beginning will tell you, no texting.
And this place in particular.
Turn off your two-way pagers.
Yeah,
and this place in particular.
Two-way pagers.
That's what they say on airlines. This place in particular will say they don't like texting. The Alamo.
They're especially stringent on it. And she was...
House.
Yeah, the Draft House. Yeah, the Alamo Draft House is what it's called. Yeah. She was in the front row. She was actually at the screening with the director of the movie. She was texting during the movie. A fellow movie watcher told her to stop, and purportedly Madonna turned and said, "It's business, enslaver."
And so she was equating herself with slave with being a slave.
And texting to slavery, or not texting to slavery. Yeah. Being asked to not text is akin to being enslaved.
So to working on a cotton plantation for 12 years without pay, probably being separated from your family, as it looks like happens in this movie.
Yeah, kind of like not being allowed to
excuse me, could you not text? And you're like, shackles.
Or you're gonna cut off half my foot?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So that's so lame, Madonna.
Yeah, so lame, Madonna. Put your phone down.
Yeah, put your phone down. Watch the movie.
And she's not allowed. She's not allowed in any of the theaters. They've reached out to all the franchises. Don't let her in.
Good for you.
Good for you.
You can learn something, Madonna.
Take a stand. Leave a sinewy 55-year-old woman out of the theater.
Yeah. All right. Next topic.
Cronuts! 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 What is the latest in Cronut news?
I thought that there was nothing, but so much has happened this week in Cronuts. Yeah. Okay, for one thing,
This week in Cronuts.
We now have an article by CNN saying London has Cronut fever.
Oh boy!
So Cronuts.
It's like the Cronut bacteria made its way across the ocean.
Across the
taken
pond.
root. Yeah.
Cronuts have hopped and skipped across the pond to London.
Yeah, they've become airborne.
Yeah, and now we have news out of Starbucks. You know Starbucks. that they are selling
know Starbucks,
something
yeah.
called, what was it, muffins?
Puffins? Muffins?
It was
Duffins?
Duffins.
Duffins.
Donuts plus muffins.
It's just crazy. They're just Frankensteining together whatever pastries they can.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's just not enough to have a muffin be itself.
No.
Oh, we gotta cram make a donut into it.
This is like the hallmark of a restless society. If we're just merging pastries now. I mean, people will never be happy. But anyway.
I'm gonna have a Wanish. That's a waffle Danish.
Yeah, or like a...
I'm gonna patent it, and you're gonna buy it.
Or like a hair claw, which
is let's take a look at this.
With another, something that starts with an H.
A hair claw. I can't think of a...
But we also have a sighting of another place.
Of a Cronut knockoff.
Because thus far you can only get Cronuts at Dominique Ansell's very popular
our tech
place.
director, Richard Swanson, came across this photo where apparently a place was selling Cronuts
for $2.
And it looks like they originally had a C-R-O-N Cronut spelling, but then hastily changed it to a K, so now it's all good.
Yeah.
But they're selling it out of this really dirty window.
For fire sale bargain basement prices. Because Cronuts are actually $5 at Dominique Ansell's establishment.
Or if you come here and get a K Cronut, that's like Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Cronut.
that is.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's so much news. And I just can't believe, like, Duffins.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What's our
dolphins.
next topic? Revelations in the Bush-Cheney ship.
Yes. So apparently, Bush and Cheney, as it turns out, didn't quite get along as swimmingly as we may have thought.
Yeah. I always thought that they were like just like this impermeable kind of axis of evil.
Yeah. But together. But united.
Yeah. Like they were all like just acting with the same, like, just as if they're Siamese twins.
Yeah.
And now this new article came out by a guy named Peter Baker, a New York Times reporter, and he was saying he found out that they were never actually close friends. Bush and Cheney, they were never close friends. They didn't spend that much time together. And in the second term...
Didn't come to Crawford to hang out?
I don't know how much he came. I don't think he came a lot. In the second term, Bush was definitely just kind of actually spent a lot more time with Condoleezza Rice and she was more influential, I guess.
And he felt a little burned by that.
Yeah, I think, and Cheney...
Hanging out with the Deeza.
Yeah.
And Lisa.
And Cheney, when he really was pissed off that Bush didn't pardon Cheney's chief of staff, Scooter Libby, for alleged perjury.
He kind of threw him under the bus, didn't he?
Yeah, and he told Bush when he left the Oval Office after Bush told him he wasn't going to pardon Libby, you don't leave a soldier on the battlefield. That's actually not new information, but I think it's interesting that a man who was like a grandfather, who seemed like a grandfather to another man, not only wasn't like a grandfather, but is actually only 5 years older than George W.
Yeah. I just assumed that they wouldn't be friends because there's like 20 years difference. He's only 5 years older. So either Bush looks as young looking for his age, or just Cheney is younger and just looks horrible. Or maybe they just are both old.
Yeah.
And they're just aging differently.
Not well.
Terribly.
Yeah, or good and terribly.
Yeah. Good and terrible.
Yeah. I wonder if what Cheney has said about Bush's paintings. But anyway, on to the next topic, which is why
isn't it Friday yet? Hot topic of the day. Yeah. Why isn't it Friday yet? Every week we go through this.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, is it Friday yet? No. Wednesday? How about now? No. Thursday? Come on. Friday. Finally. Thank you. Saturday.
It's here.
Friday? No. Sunday. Friday? Monday? No. Tuesday? No.
And that's it. That's the whole week.
Yeah, we go back around to it again.
Why?
Friday.
This is something I think that I can wager my life that like thousands of people have asked this question today across America.
Yeah, like this. Why isn't it Friday yet?
Yeah. And then the other person's like, I know, seriously. Yeah. Oh my God. I hate Tuesdays.
Yeah.
There's this
worse than Mondays.
Yeah, worse than Mondays.
Yeah.
There's this security guard at my building, my work office, who calls Tuesdays Monday Part 2.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So,
Monday, it's like a sequel to Monday.
Monday, yeah. But like seriously,
Monday
why isn't it Friday yet? And I mean, this is a really important, I think. Well, everyone's talking about this, And even though I know maybe other things are going on right now in the world.
Yeah. Somewhere out there's like a bunch of people who just died from a horrible natural disaster. Yeah. People buried under rubble. People looking for like family, desperately crawling to save like an infant.
Their world, as they know it, has ended by an act of nature, a gruesome act of nature.
Yeah, but sorry, not a hot topic.
Not a hot topic this week.
Not a hot topic. Not as hot of a topic as why has Friday not just magically appeared during the middle of the week like it's never done or ever shown attention to? Why is time linear?
Well, right. Exactly.
That's a hot topic.
That is the hot topic.
Yeah. Why does it go from the past to the immediate future and just keep doing that?
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah. So. I think that's those are our hot topics for the week.
That's it.
We hope you like them.
I'm hot.
Yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah,
so.
just talking about all those hot topics.
So now I think we'll move into a fun little segment where we can reflect on our thoughts of the show that we're currently in the middle of doing, and also the show just as a series in general. Let's move on to a segment we like to call Let's Talk About the Show During the Show.
So we want to talk about how we feel the show is going so far.
How do you feel the episode is going? How do you feel this one's going?
I feel like it's going well.
Yeah.
I think we had I really liked last week's episode, so I think in the deep, dark recesses of my brain I was worried we wouldn't match.
Right.
Because we had this
really,
this energetic segment with a lot of cool graphics.
Yeah,
and
we put makeup on.
We put makeup on. And so I guess this week I'm kind of like, I hope we can do that.
Yeah.
Or, even if we don't have
we still got time. We got 6 minutes.
That's true. Even though we don't have like the glitz and the glamour.
Yeah.
Which we usually have.
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
Part of me is still dwelling on what seemed to be a very racially insensitive thing. I did not mean it as
are
that.
You still shaking up about that?
I should probably just put that behind me.
That's like the kind of thing that too, like in this day and age, like even though it clearly, I know that it was just about making a reference to the movie 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
Just the juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Like,
if I were running for president, this would be put. This would be on the back of the post. But they hate black people, or something like that.
Which he doesn't at all.
I don't.
Yeah.
Not that. I'm not going to go out of my way to prove to you guys I don't hate black people. Just. But yeah, that's maybe.
Okay, so
maybe that's something that like.
I didn't even realize.
We
I
hit
even
that.
Guess that. I have to admit, I didn't even like.
Guess that I was worried about that.
Yeah. I just thought we kind of.
We should probably have just left it in the past.
We probably should have.
In fact, we got past it. We got completely past it.
We did.
And then I brought it up again, and we devoted way more time to it even.
Yeah,
so,
and now I'm gonna worry a little bit because when people tell me they like feel bad about something, I feel bad for them, which is maybe a bad habit of mine.
Yeah,
I should just worry about myself.
Yeah, in our efforts to make the show better, we're always trying to make.
We are always
Well, we generally want this to be a fantastic show. We put all of our effort into it. Time. Yeah.
Sometime. But like, I think otherwise, though, I feel really good about this show. I think that Keith and I used to commiserate a bunch about how we didn't feel like we were doing enough in comedy.
Yeah.
We were like making a mark. Keith does a lot of improv and I write sketches, but I wasn't really performing sketches or having people perform my sketches that often.
Right.
And
we're both kind of like, we've worked our way through a theater system which has a vast pool of like a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of like one in which it's like really hard to make your mark if you're not exceptional.
Yeah, exceptional and committed. And I think there are definitely many more committed people than me. So I'm definitely not saying, oh, I deserve it. People just are overlooking me. I haven't even done UCB as long as many people. I'm just saying that I just feel like it feels good to do something. To give back.
And particularly because like we spent so much time talking about how we should do something. And like we would have like little meetings, like we were like, oh, we're going to get together, we're going to write something, we're going to come up with something, and we'd go to a bar and we'd sit and we have pads out. We
workshop our sketches.
We just had this idea that we'd just be flinging ideas back and forth and like just spinning gold out of it, and we would just get drunk and just talk and
talk
stuff.
about.
Yeah, which wasn't bad. I
Yeah.
mean, Elaine, I'm grateful for every minute I get to hang out with you. I think you're a really fun person to hang out with.
Likewise.
And the thing I like about this show that we finally started doing is that we don't have time to like worry about not doing something because we have a deadline.
Yes. I love having a deadline. Deadlines, it doesn't matter if it's good. You can't be a perfectionist about anything.
Yeah.
You can't be precious about anything. You just have to put it out there.
Yeah. I agree. And you know, when it comes time for us to do the show, it's never a question of are we ready to do it. It's
never.
It's 6 o'clock. We gotta make
Tuesday.
this. We gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to make the show.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think we should ask our showrunner how he thinks our show's going?
Patrick, would you like to chime in?
Sure.
Hey, Patrick, come on in.
Yeah.
Patrick, you can go ahead and pipe a mic on here. Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
Come on in.
This is
Patrick.
Pat
Cotner.
Cotner.
Hey guys.
Showrunner.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Pat.
Yeah, good.
How are you?
I'll come down here.
Yeah. do you
Show's
think?
good.
Yeah.
Show's good. I think we probably could have talked about race a little bit more. I don't think we really hit on that enough.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hit it back for a third. Yeah,
It's
had to hit it for a third time.
Yeah.
Had to do it. Rule of threes.
We want to leave. It's an important subject, so we want to be able to give enough time for it. So maybe that's why we didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Whole half hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
see
see.
what's
We'll
hot.
talk about it.
We'll see what's hot in the
Yeah.
news.
Apart from that, I think it's going real good.
Yeah, I think so too.
I really enjoyed the Madonna part.
Yeah.
That whole segment.
Oh, nice.
I thought that was fun.
And again, Cronuts knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Cronuts knocked themselves
news
out
never
of the park.
ends with
They're
that.
so delicious, they
Yeah.
knocked themselves out of the park. And just to keep you guys up to speed,
We-
Elaine and I, yet to have a cronut.
we still
have not had a cronut.
You sure know a lot about cronuts.
I have not had
Have
one
you not?
either for the
Yeah,
record.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
cronuts, no cronuts.
I haven't
Yeah.
even had a
And you
cronut.
okay.
Yeah.
And not a Dwassan?
I've not had a dessert.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had a crumb nut.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll have to try a duffin.
Yeah, well, that should be
Yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
yeah. It's all-
Stay tuned next week as Keith and Elaine and
Yeah.
whoever's here tries a duffin.
In the meantime, please check us out. We have a Tumblr page, kehottopics.tumblr.com. Follow us. We like to post our episodes on that and whatever little fun tidbits from the show we have. And send us some emails. We would really love to hear from you guys. If you have any ideas, suggestions for the show, suggestions for hot topics, just some random feedback. If you want to just rag on us a little bit,
We love that.
Yeah, we'd love
we
to.
We love being flagellated.
Yeah. In
What a
public.
word. In public.
Yeah. We'll read your emails out loud. We'll throw
We'll
you
do
props
whatever
whatever
you want.
Yeah, if you want to
We
send
love
us,
you
if you want to
so
send
much.
us a background photo to use
Oh,
as
yeah.
the background.
Although we're
we'll take
actually
that.
broadcasting live from Times Square.
Yeah. We'll abandon
From
our
above
sweet
the
post
center of
above
the
Times
universe.
Square.
All right.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good night.
Have a good week.
Yeah.
Hope it's Friday soon.